Violin's X-Hunter stage fight builds on his first with a single new mechanic that can shift the dynamic and pace of the fight depending on how he moves. He will start the fight by posing, lifting his arms up and making blocks appear, cycling through each formation in order whenever he poses. Pattern 1 has a block in the middle of the screen and one towards the left side. The left block can make jumping up the wall finicky at times, so jump with no directional inputs pressed until in line with the block to avoid it messing with your jump. The second pattern had one block in the upper left edge of the window, as well as one in line with the right rivet line. This pattern can make the ball bounce awkwardly, though will often block Violin's attacks. It is the easiest pattern to remember the locations of, as one of the blocks removes part of the background, acting as an indicator for the block in this and the next pattern. The third pattern has the most potential to cause issues. A third block can make it hard to tell where the ball will bounce. High and low blocks on the left making a nasty danger zone that will make everything Violin can do more dangerous. And you need to be especially mindful if he stands on the low block, as this gives him a potential 720-degree range with his slow ball bounce, depending on where he stands, making it very hard to tell where it will bounce next. He will always start the fight with at least one pose, though he can repeat it multiple times in a row if he feels like it. Wait for him to either look away or at the ceiling before firing a shot in order to get in damage. From his starting position, his attacks are fairly manageable, as his fast hammer bounce is unable to hit X if he is right next to the wall, while the slow bounce gives enough time to react at this distance, as long as you don't get caught in a block. If he starts with the hammer bounce, then you can bait him into doing it again by standing in the middle of the large pipe detail when he ends the attack. He can pose to get out of the loop, though sneaking in a couple of free hits at the start can help quite a bit. Past the opening, it is a matter of watching how he is positioned and how his head is moving in order to give the time needed to even have a chance to avoid the next attack. The hammer bounce can often get stuck on a block or the ceiling, so is often the best time to get in damage, while his slow bounce can be unpredictable, requiring your full focus on avoiding the attack depending on his position. He still has his jumping attack and hovering shot, though with how slow and low damage it is, the main danger of the attack is where he ends up after it, as he can land in a bad position depending on the block pattern. If he poses when on a block, then he will just fall down. Be mindful not to get trapped if he does this. If he starts his hammer bounce in a harmless place, then the bubble shot can be used to inflict high damage on him in a short time, with the charged version being particularly good at shredding through his health, letting you beat him with either a few good reads or lucky patterns.